Hi, welcome to today's Daily Pattern. My name's Paul. Today's passage is from Genesis chapters 7 and 8, and it's a chunk of the story of Noah and his ark. In a situation resembling our current lives rather more than I'm comfortable with, Noah lives in lockdown and self-isolation for most of the passage. Noah and his family and all of those animals were stuck inside that boat while a storm raged for 40 days, and then finally it stopped raining. Did they get to go outside then? No. Then the earth was still flooded for 150 days. Surely it was safe to go outside then? No. Then the ark came to rest on the top of the mountain. Then they got to go outside, yeah? No. Then they waited for 2.5 months until Noah could see the tops of the other mountains. Then 40 days after that, Noah opened a window. So after 260 something days, by my rather shaky maths, he opened a window. I bet he needed to. One could only imagine the smell after that long in lockdown. But even then, it wasn't yet time to open the door and walk outside. In fact, if you add it all up, having had a 40-day storm, they were inside for something like another 330 days. How frustrating it must have been to see so much progress outside, but not be able to quite get there. I told you it was particularly applicable to our current circumstance. We've so far been living through our own storm and then our own period of locked-in isolation for some 120 days. I just want to draw out a couple of things which I think might give us hope from this passage. Firstly, right in the middle of the storm, when our heroes were in their most desperate state, it says in chapter 8 verse 1, "But God remembered Noah." And I don't think that means that God had forgotten Noah thus far, but it means that Noah had God's attention and care right when he needed it. And I think that's true for us today. God remembers you and me today. And secondly, even though it must have seemed like the flood was going to last forever, being many, many times longer than the original storm, it didn't last forever. It did finish. Eventually, Noah and his family did get off the boat. And although the world looked quite different to the one they'd left behind, they weren't locked down anymore. And we have the same hope. Changes often take longer than we would like to arrive, but change does come. And that's what Noah's story says to me. It injects me with hope. See you next time.